it's Big Jeff coming to you with a new playlist we've been doing. It's called The New Arrivals Weekly. I know I missed last week. It's been kind of busy here. Thank you to all of you. But this is number 3. So we pick out products each week. It is so hard to do unboxings. Most people don't even want to watch a full unboxing, especially when we have like 5,000 items here, literally in the warehouse. So we started doing weekly is to pick out some items that are standing out, might be on sale, might be brand new, and bring it to you. And then at the bottom of the video, you're going to see underneath the actual video, YouTube, because we have our store on YouTube, you'll actually be able to see all these items. You can click, and it'll take you straight to it. So, in the description, Ben's going to put links to all these items and the SKUs. You can click and look at the prices. And on the bottom of the video, somebody else is going to list each one of these down there, and you can click through. And we got some cool items. Even though you're seeing this big amp over here, DS18, which is a 10-year anniversary, we're going to get into that. They actually just dynoed that thing. It is a monster. But let's start off with Kicker. We love Kicker. Big shout out to Andy. Man, he's been a great guy, man. I love that guy. He's been on my podcast. I've sometimes talked to him every week. He is the Kicker man, so he'll enjoy this. This is the CXA 1800.1. It is a 3600 watt max. The really cool thing about this that you can see is the size of it. Alright, it's really not that big. And anybody knows anything about Kicker, all this stuff is tested before it even ships. I mean, literally every single item. So in every Kicker, if you're buying from an authorized Kicker, you're going to get stuff like this. This is actually a certification, and on here actually shows the part number, the serial number, and the actual wattage it put out RMS. This did 1936 watts RMS, and then obviously they do some tests, total harmonic distortion, signal to noise ratio, and then the protection circuit all passed. That's what you get when you buy Kicker product. It's not just the name, it is quality. This amp here is a 1800.1 that did over 1900 watts. You have a monoblock on here, but you have 4 speaker ends. This thing is pretty cool. It's pretty small. It's got a bunch of power. There's a big red sticker on the front. It says, "Stop. Please do not return product to the store. Kicker tech support can assist you with a phone number and an email." What does that mean? That means if there is an issue or potential defect, first contact Kicker. They will take care of you directly, sometimes faster than we might, and we're pretty quick for the most part. So, mono subwoofer amplifier right here. I'm going to go ahead and put this off to the side. I love having all this extra room in our new video room. Next is by AudioPipe. They actually have a brand they call Pipemans, which is all their installation product. This is really cool. This is wire strippers, and not the normal type. You actually put the wire in there, you squeeze, and it pulls back this way. So you can get exact lengths of wire with this thing, and then at the bottom it actually has so you can crimp on your butt connectors. This is a IS-NTK-400. This will be down in the description, and it will also be as an item you can pick under the video. I've used the set. It works really good. You can actually strip in the middle of the wire if you're trying to do a T-tap, or the end of the wire, and you can get all of them exactly the same. I don't know how many times I've stripped wire in the past, and I had to cut it, restrip, cut it, restrip. This will do it perfect every time. So, really cool item to have in your toolbox. Not that expensive. Don't care if you're an actual installer, dealer, or just the guy who DIYs it. Next, from Pipemans again. If you need a very inexpensive high to low adapter, here you go. I don't have the price off my head. You will see it by clicking on it. This is basic. You have white with black, and gray with black, which is technically your left and right wires. You have RCA, and then you can actually adjust the left and right gains on it. Very inexpensive. This is the IS-NR100. If you have an older car and you don't need some spectacular AudioControl or SMD or one of the other higher brands for the, or even Kicker, for higher voltage upgraded factory systems, just a plain Jane, need to tap in for a subwoofer or mids and high amp, Here you go right here, made by AudioPipe, their Pipeman's installation product. Really cool. DS18 just revamped all their batteries. I'm sure you can see this. I love the graphics on it. So they have had the INF series. This is a 35 amp per hour. It is a just standard battery, AGM. Really cool look. They made all these now look really cool. So if you're doing a system and you're putting these in the back, a lot better than just a brown standard label. We have sold DS18 batteries for years and have had no major issues with them. So you can check this out. Is the INF-35. Oh, it is pretty heavy for that little guy. Next, we only have so many of these available right now. We bought every last one. Sean always pops me in on some exclusive deals. Everybody knows about the Titan batteries. This is the Titan, and it's not a defect. This is the S5. The difference is, if you can see from the top view, please, there's no battery terminals up here. That's the only difference. So you say, well, then how do I hook up the battery? Well, all the Titans have where you can run the wires up the side and use these plates to cover them. So you can still do that standard. And as you can see on here, there is 2 zeros for power, 2 zeros for ground. And then you can also go in and out. It has it on the same side over here. Why is that? Well, you can connect batteries together. You can put this in line. There's so many applications. And then it looks really cool because you put the covers on and the wire comes out of the bottom. So these can be mounted any which way. The only difference on these, and these are on sale, you can save yourself some money if you couldn't afford a Titan in the past. You can on this. You're just not getting the top mounts, which really doesn't matter. You can see how small this thing is. The Power S5 is good up to 5,000 watts. This is a 10 amp per hour. You think, well, that's not a lot, but this is Titan technology. It is a lot. So we have these available. I think there's maybe 30 left, so you might want to jump on if you've ever wanted to buy one and just couldn't really afford it. Let me move this out of the way. So super excited. We got a bass knob. We have some telephone wire. I will say I wish they did do a nicer bass knob, but not everybody really uses them these days. Man, this thing is a mammoth. Hold on. Holy cow. This thing is heavy. Let me move this out of the way. DS18. Oh, we like it loud. 10th year anniversary. Everybody knows. We've been with DS18 5 years. I've been with them. My finger. Jeez, that thing's heavy. We've been with DS18 5 years since I started out of my house, and even back then they were just getting real popular. Now forget about it. DS18's everywhere. Nothing but love. First big brand I ever had. We are their distributor, authorized online seller. We are very close with them. This is the H-KO10. Now, the dyno put this thing well over 10,000 watts. You have dual power supply here, so you have 2 0 gauge powers and grounds. Excuse me, might take that back. 3 powers, 3 grounds, 0 gauge to run this mammoth. Up front here, can we get a top view? You will see there is a power light, protect and clip, and then you will see the voltage on it. That is real cool. Mount this up and you'll be able to see all that, or even when you're tuning it back there. So even though I'd like that they made a better bass knob, don't really care at that point. Most people are using DSPs, EQs, crossovers, and then you can see all this on the amp. You're not going to tune it from the front of the car. You'd be probably tuning it from the back at the amplifier. This is a mammoth. Check out DS18. We'll probably repost up their video that they did. They just dynoed this thing and it kicked butt. Not cheap, but like anything else, if you want to buy something real, it's does the power, has the quality, you're going to pay a few bucks. We will have a link to this on our site. They are also producing these in different colors, which will be coming in next week. And they just kicked off a whole slingshot line. They own the Jeep market. They own the Bronco market. And now they're going to own the slingshot market. Huge. Big shout out to everybody over at DS18. We like it loud. So I picked out some cool items. We have some installation tools. We have a Titan 8 that is on sale. That is the Power S5. Just doesn't have terminals up top, but still no problem to hook it up. Most people don't even use those. We have a 1800 watt RMS that actually does 1900 watts kicker mono, and this big boy right here. So this is number 3, Big Jeff new arrivals. We're gonna keep doing that every week or every 2 weeks for you, so you can see a bunch of items at one time, and we will give you links to it so you can purchase it. I'm Big Jeff, coming to you with another new arrival weekly. I'll see you for the next one.